Sorry about this. The session will be conducted in two parts. The part one is on today, and part two will be held on 11th January. So the part one consists of the introduction to spreadsheets, components, and parts of spreadsheets, introduction to formulas and functions, and usages of the spreadsheets, and also the FCB fundamental challenge about spreadsheets. So the part two on 11th January, we will learn about some important formulas and functions with the examples. Therefore, it's very important to participate both sessions to get a complete idea about spreadsheets. So I think some of you are very good in spreadsheet handling, but there may be some others with less knowledge. So please be patient with the session because I will do this from the very basic things. So uh, as the part of today's session, part one of today's session, I will do all the basics and introduction of spreadsheets, except giving in-depth knowledge in formulas and functions. According to the lineup, we will learn about what is a spreadsheet and workbook, tools used to create spreadsheets. Uh, someone says you can't hear me. Is it for all of you? Oh, all right. All right. Okay, I think Navodya, can you check your speaker? Yeah, thank you all, thank you. So okay, okay, and also the parts of spreadsheet, some depth knowledge of spreadsheet with terminologies, introduction about formulas and functions, as well as some practical usages of spreadsheets currently using in academic and industry sectors, especially in IT field. So before going to the introduction, I have another small poll for you. Now I will open it and it will close in 2 minutes. Please participate. I will end this one and so then I can understand that your tools proficiency. So please participate because we can get an idea of how your study process is going on and how. So then this your tools proficiency is very important to conduct this session further. I will give you 2 minutes. So I will upload the video as well. No matter, the session video will upload before tomorrow morning. I think most of you have experience about spreadsheets. Some of, I think 15, around 14 of you have professional level proficiency. It's very good. Yes, the submit button for assignment 1 will open after 4 p.m. today. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. So, going into the spreadsheets, it's an arrangement of cells in columns and rows used to organize, analyze, and report data in a useful manner of information usually in numerical form. So in here, I have highlighted some words. Reason is this is the correct way of learning something. A definition always build up with series of questions. So in here, first we define the outline of the spreadsheet. That means the arrangement of cells in columns and rows. So then uh, in here, that's about arrangement and appearance of the spreadsheet. Then we identify the processing part of the spreadsheet, which includes analyzing and reporting. So we do the processing parts for the raw data to output the information. Then the raw data means the data that has not been processed yet. Then we finally define the format of the information in the spreadsheet. But remember, the spreadsheets are not always limited to numerical format, but most cases we use numerical values, at least a date and time. Moving into the workbook is a file that contains one or more spreadsheets. In here, again, I have a question. Uh, so, can we have multiple workbooks for a single spreadsheet? So, what is the method that can be used to do it? So, you can use the chat box to answer it. I'm asking about can we have the multiple workbooks for a single spreadsheet? That we know workbook contains one or more spreadsheets. Yes, yes, yes. Online, it's correct. But I'm asking, what is the method that it can be used? Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, we can have multiple workbooks for a single spreadsheet. But how we can do it? Yes, correct. Correct, Harini. Yes, hyperlinking is the method of connecting multiple workbooks for the ease of data and information handling in a time limited environment. It accommodates the data to analyze in number of different ways at the same time without taking much effort and more time. As an example, you can generate both task completion sheet and budgeting sheet at the same time for a project by updating a single sheet. Because of the simplicity of the interface, even elementary school student to use the program has also pioneered cutting edge filters to ship through massive data sets. And also, Microsoft Excel has some analysis tools and data visualizing methods that applicable to in wide range of research and business purposes. So another important part is the tools used to create spreadsheets. We use multiple options in nowadays, but Microsoft Excel and Google Spreadsheet API are the most popular at present. MS Excel introduced in 1987, I think. Excel has become the default spreadsheet software option nowadays. So the Microsoft Excel is an incredibly powerful spreadsheet tool that if you know how to use it properly, but if you don't have basic MS Excel skills, then it can quickly become confusing and overwhelming. So, in order to feel comfortable with Microsoft Excel, you should be able to create a file and set up your spreadsheet to contain the data you need with ease. So, you should also be able to save your file regularly in order to make sure that you don't lose any changes you may have made. So, additionally, it's helpful to be able to manage a number of different sheets within one Microsoft Excel document and understand how to link your sheets together. That's why I said that earlier the hyperlinking is used to do that. So finally, you should be able to format your Microsoft Excel documents so that they are clear and readable. So in addition to that, as well as Microsoft Office, it's good idea to be proficient in Google Drive and the associated programs to ensure that you can work seamlessly with team members in any location. In Google Drive, allows you to create documents which can easily be shared online. Using Google Drive means you can access your work documents from anywhere without having to worry about transferring files to different computers. So the Google Drive also makes it super easy to collaborate on documents, as you can share with others and live edit the document at the same time. The Google Sheet is free alternative to both Excel and Numbers. Sheets requires only a Google account to begin work. So that which you normally use your Gmail account. That Google Sheet offers real-time collaboration, commenting, and version history to accurate track all progress between contributors. And also, the Google Sheets can immediately sync with G Suite apps like Google Analytics and Google Data Studio. So it can also populate a spreadsheet with data pulled from Google Forms. If you use yes, sure. The recording will be available before tomorrow morning in LMS. So you can refer that as well. Uh, Moving again into the session. So if you use Jot forms, I think most of you have heard about Jot forms. It's some thing like the form creation website. You can use the Google Sheets integrations for the same functionality in the Jot forms also. And in addition to that, its collaborative features, Google Sheet also comes equipped with uh, a slew of traditional mathematicals and logical functions. Even better, it's available on the web, Android, and iOS systems that you can access by your smartphone as well, making it one of the best, most easily accessible software options. Uh, and the Google Sheets and all of its features are free for up to 15 gigabyte of storage. So it's very good storage capacity to manage all of your work in it. As a student, you can use it effectively. I advise you to start today. Don't wait until the exams. So if you are seeking for a completely free tool, alternative to Excel, so that runs on a computer as opposed to through the web, LibreOffice is a solid option. I think most of if you have worked with Ubuntu and Unix systems, you have seen this LibreOffice tool. So while it lacks collaborative abilities, LibreOffice's management of large data sets make it an ideal choice for someone handling massive amounts of information on a budget. So next, I want to show you one of the most important thing in this session. That's about FCB challenges. So you have all the instructions given in this website. and wait, I will get it. So this is the website, and I invite you to complete all the challenges, not only the spreadsheet part. The CV challenges allow industry to identify you as, and it will create opportunities for you in the IT industry. So please make sure to complete all the things, including fundamental and advanced challenges as well in FCB. So this is the page for spreadsheet for finances. You can access this in FCB challenges website. So please complete this as well with others also. So that's about FCB challenges. And then we can discuss about the parts of spreadsheets. So any spreadsheet has these, I mean, three components, actually four: the rows, columns, cells, and also the active cells. The rows are horizontal lines for data in a spreadsheet that we can identify it by numbers. You can see the four columns here. Sorry, four rows, five rows here, and also this total with the total row, it's six rows. And also the columns are horizontal lines for data identified by letters, generally according to the English alphabet. In a sample sheet, I will get it now. You can see this A, B, C, D are columns, and also the rows are here. In left side, you can see the numbers, numerical values for the rows. So here, a cell is an individual interaction between a row and a column. Row and column, yes, generally labeled by a row number and a column letter. So as an example, in I will get, you can see this, I have selected this one. So this named as A1 cell, and this called as, this highlighted BN 2, this called B2 cell. Likewise, we can identify them as A1, B3, C2, likewise. So in addition to that, there is a term called active cell, which the cell currently being edited for the identification purposes. It marked by a thick black border. You can see black, not the, in here. This is green border. However, it's thick border around the cell. In here also you can see clearly it. So moreover, discussing further about spreadsheets, we meet some terms like value, label, and formulas and functions. Okay, I will answer the chat questions after the session. Okay, you can put any question in the chat, no matter. So, so what is a value? A value is a number, text, dates, or Boolean data in a spreadsheet. But before inventing the spreadsheet tools, the value defined only for numerical data. The label is defined as that describes the values in a spreadsheet in a particular section. So it can be used either column-wise or row-wise. You can see here, there are three labels, that student ID, student count, and the session participation, that is present or absent in the session. So likewise, you can use labels in the spreadsheets. So at present, more than 500 Excel functions implemented for various purposes. But remember that spreadsheets are more error prone. So because a single alteration of a value can cause us a huge error. So the reason is the validation is very limited in spreadsheets, not totally limited, but it's not sufficient for critical activities. Uh, when considering the formulas and functions, formula is simply a statement that performs a calculation. So that you can see the multiplication formula and the summation formula here. These are and also you can see the summation functions as well. Function in Excel is the predefined formula that is used for specific values in a particular order. So the function is used for quick tasks like finding the sum, count, average of cells. For example, a cell contains the sum function which calculates the sum of range E4 to E8. You can see here the sum functions, sorry, the sum function here stated that. And also the some of you know, I think, about the concatenation function. Uh, and also uh, yeah, by considering the parts of formulas and functions, uh, in a formula consists of three main parts called equal sign, that every spreadsheet formula begins with, and also the mathematical operators like addition, multiplication. In here, you can see the plus addition operator, plus or addition operator. So, and also includes the cell reference with which consists with column letter and row number. Here you can see the cell references A2, B2, and C2, and also the mathematical operators that the plus you can see, and also the equal sign that every formula should begins with. And also in a function, it also consists of three main parts, uh, as well as in the formula. It also includes the equal sign as in formula. So, and also name of the function. This is the name of the function, the sum. Uh, and also at present, if we type first one or two letters with equal sign, the tool suggests a list of formulas to select. So therefore no need to memorize all the functions, but you have to have clear idea of how the functions are working. Otherwise, you can't apply them correctly. Then the function contains the range of the function has to be applied. This is the range of cells which applies the functions. And also, so nowadays you can see some the what if operations also can be implemented in spreadsheets. If you are familiar with programming, some of you know about that what if statements. So, and also one of the most important things in practical usages of spreadsheets, at present world we use spreadsheets for financial report making, forecasting purposes, inventory management, analytical purposes, and most importantly, the academic purposes. In financial sector, the balance sheets, income statements, and other financial statements are essential for understanding a company's financial status and performance. In this case, we can use spreadsheets for creating different types of financial statements using the general ledger data. And also the Excel offers many tools for forecasting and has the ability to store, calculate and visualize data. Even if you don't keep your data in Excel, you can import files or connect to external database to use its built-in tools and formulas for forecasting. The visualization of the data is a simple process that in the Excel charts and formatting features. So there are three commonly used methods in forecasting with Excel, like moving averages, exponential smoothing, and linear regression. They are quite heavy. So these are quite heavy uh, quantitative methods that you might not understand today, but most of you will use these things in near future. And also we can use spreadsheets for our budget and budget preparations as well. Uh, in companies or our personal budget preparations, we can use spreadsheets. So another important use of spreadsheet is inventory management. So most of the organizations do the inventory management with spreadsheets, unless otherwise the student organization has not implemented any management tool. Uh, that's about inventory management. So one of the most important part of the spreadsheet usage is in academic purposes. It's very important for you and me as well. So you can manage study works and all other academic related activities using spreadsheets and can manage effectively using Google Sheets. So, so the lineup for today is the introduction to spreadsheets, then the part of spreadsheets, and also the in-depth knowledge of some parts of the spreadsheets, and also the basics of formulas and functions, and as well as the practical usages of spreadsheets. So I think you have some questions about spreadsheets. I can give you 5 minutes. If you have any questions, you can put it into the chat. So before it, I will explain about the assignment. That the assignment one, you can submit the spreadsheet assignment by this link. I will post it in the chat as well. The assignment link is in the chat. I will explain about the assignment now. Hope you can see the page. This is you can access the first you can access the you have to access the EfIL program page. In here you can see FCB using spreadsheet module. So you can access it and you can see the first assignment here. The deadline is for the assignment is 9th January. I think you have midnight till midnight of 9th January. So first you have to make an Excel sheet that related to your academic or study tracking. That means that it's mostly like I mean a to-do list that can be. I need for the assignment one is the basic outline of the Excel sheet. So do not include any function or data. The data is the data can be inserted by you by yourself. So it's better to go for weekly plan. I think that you can plan your study work uh, by into weeks. So divide into weeks. So as suggestion, you can use multiple sheets. That if you have 5 courses, you can use 5 sheets for uh, per each course. So and use multiple colors, and this is for your easy reference. So you can use that as well. And also, I think still the no, submission button is still not visible. It will be visible after 4 p.m. today. So you have 5 days to complete this task. And also, I have to advise: please don't copy and paste the files in internet. But you can get an idea from those internet resources. So that's the best thing in learning. Then, so another thing is you can access the additional resources by this link. I will post it as well in the chat. So you can see in the page. You can see the additional resources page. So in here, that Vertex 42 is a template website that has some resources in Excel or spreadsheets. You can access that as well, but please don't copy from this and paste in the assignment. So I can identify it easily. So you can get an idea from these resources. And also, this is a very good YouTube channel about the spreadsheets. It's okay to refer it as well. And also, you have any further questions, you can put into the forum. The forum link also in the chat. You can see. Here in the module, you can see the ask question about using spreadsheets. You can post any questions regarding spreadsheets in this forum. I will answer them. And that's about for the spreadsheets today, the basics of the spreadsheets. And also, don't worry about this the part 2 assignment. It will open on 11th January. And I will briefly introduce about that as well. It will about the formulas and functions that the spreadsheet you have created in assignment 1, that you have to include all the formulas and functions that should be included in this assignment 1 Excel sheet. So that's the future work. So don't worry about now about this assignment 2. So then I think we can conclude the session. Okay, okay, we came to the end of the session. I hope you all participated in a fruitful session today, and it's really happy to spend, I think, more than half an hour with you. So finally, I would like to give you a few minutes if you have any comments or suggestions of the session, so that I can prepare it in the part two. So if you need any further things to do by myself, or you can post it in the chat. So I will add the recording to the LMS most probably tonight. Yes, you can leave if you have no questions. So I would like to thank you all guys for staying with me throughout the session. So let's meet again in part two of this session on 11th Tuesday next week. So thank you very much for participating.